Farhan, the delegations in Geneva, obviously you have stated that 7 plus 3 would be from each side. Given that there are 13 Yemeni political parties, how can they be represented by 7 only? How can they agree on that? That's one thing. Another thing, in the Saudi-led delegation, Mr. Abdul Wahab Al-Hmayqani is on the list of those who financed terrorism by the United States. And some delegates raised this issue that this guy should not be on the Saudi-led delegation. How does the United Nations deal with him? And there were meetings between him and Mr. Sheikh Ahmad.
Regarding your first question, Mr. Sheikh Ahmed has made clear the need for each side to have 7 representatives and 3 alternates for a total of 10 on each side. How they come about it will be the business of the 2 respective sides, the delegations from Sana'a and from Riyadh. But ultimately, this is the format that he believes will work as we proceed. And regarding this particular individual, as you know, it's up to the members of the Security Council to determine any steps about people on their various lists and whether they're subject to travel bans and other measures.
How was this guy selected to come to Geneva, whereas many other Yemenis were denied to come?
We are not the party that is responsible for the selection of any of the delegates. The 2 respective sides select their own delegates. You'd have to ask them.
Sorry.
Yes, Nisa.
On the delegation which came from Sana'a and which was too late for them to meet with the Secretary General, some of them suggested that they should come to New York and make their issues heard here by the Secretary General and the Security Council as well. Is that something the United Nations would consider doing should the Geneva conference fail?
Well, let's not speculate on what happens with the failure of the Geneva Conference at this stage. It's still the consultations are still going on, and what we're focusing on at this stage is making sure that the consultations continue, that the parties stay in Geneva to talk with Ismail Wil Sheikh Ahmed, and then hopefully eventually with each other. And let's see whether we can make this consultations process succeed.